Well, guess what I'm picking up today? Something cool from VoltX. Big one here, the portable power station, and we've got the mono solar blanket. So let's get into it. Open that box. I can't wait to get them open. Hey, g'day, Glenn Morris here from the Smart Energy Lab, and today I'm unboxing a portable power station from a company called VoltX. Now, portable power stations are everywhere these days. They're becoming really popular because people love to be able to take power with them, have AC power, have USB power, and charge their portable power station with solar. So let's start with unboxing this unit. It's pretty light, actually. I don't know how many kilos it is. I can probably put that in the description, but yeah, I'm guessing about 10 kilos. So makes it very portable. You can throw it in the back of the car. And what have we got in here? All right. I think I'll just put this on the floor and lift it piece by piece onto the table. Some foam. And that's it. Right. Well, I think you're looking at the back of it, so let's get it turned around for you. So there you go. That's a portable power station from VoltX. Yep, it's very luggable, very sturdy handles, plastic, but that kind of industrial plastic that feels really, really tough. And the unit on the front here has got 1, 2, 3 AC socket outlets. Let's do the peeling thing. Maybe I'll just turn it on so we can see some display. If I can find the button, there it is. Turning it on. And oh, don't you love that? I don't know why it's such a satisfying feeling, but it is. There we go. So it's telling me the battery capacity and a few other metrics. Now you'll see it's got 2 USB-C outputs and 2 USB-A. It's also got an input for solar. It's got, I think, yes, a cigarette socket type output. Don't know why we call them cigarette sockets, because no one really smokes anymore. Well, you shouldn't, guys. So that's just for like automotive plugs. And down here we've got an EIS type AC input for charging. So we can plug this into an AC supply like when you get home from camping and charge this unit up. So pretty nice there. And there's one more button there. What's that one for? I'll find out. You know, it's always a good idea to read the manuals, guys and girls. So that's the unit. Now, I've got a feeling this actually has a few other functions. So it's time to get into the manual and find out some of the features of this product. Well, I'm a bit of a digital nomad, i.e. I travel with lots of gear and it needs to be charged, often just in my car. So, you know, some things you can charge off your cigarette lighter in your car, but look, there's a lot of outlets on something like this, and when I actually go on site, I'm not near my vehicle. I'm often nowhere near a power point, and so I need to charge things. So look what we've got here. Got my drone battery charging, got my MacBook, got my phone, got my AirPods, got my watch, everything's going, and I think it should be showing you on the front here. If I press the power button, there we go. All of this is drawing 118 watts. Now the USB-C outputs on this are 100 watts each. That's enough to run just about any laptop and charge it at the same time, so that's really cool. Now let's talk about the specs of this unit. On the back here it's got some of the vital details, but you know, the big number is it's a 1200 watt AC output. So it's got 3 AC outputs, a total of 1200 watts. It can run a lot of appliances. It's got 1.152 watt hours of storage, or it's roughly 1.1 kilowatt hours of storage. That'll run these appliances for a very long time. When you think about the battery in your laptop compared to the battery in this thing, you'll get a lot of charges out of it. It's got a little extras kit here, which I haven't opened yet. So we've got a cigarette type adapter to DC input to charge it, so you can charge this from your vehicle's cigarette socket outlet. It's got an AC cable with an IES connector on the end, so that means you can plug it in and charge it from a wall outlet. And it's got a output for an Anderson plug, so you can connect devices that might be using an Anderson plug, and I'll dig a few of those out later on, I hope. So yeah, a lot of connectivity options, but one I haven't shown, and it's not in here, it's a bit bigger, is actually a folding solar panel. So let's have a look at that. Well, you've got your portable power station, you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you've been using it for days, and it's basically run out of power. What do? Well, that's when this comes in handy, the solar blanket. No, it's not just to keep you cozy and warm, it's actually a solar panel. Well, it's much more than a solar panel. Let's have a look. So it's also from VoltX, and let's pop into the box. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, so it basically looks a bit like a briefcase. It's got a little handle on the top there. Easy to carry. So is that the solar panel? Well, let's open it up and see. Ta-da! Now I've got a feeling this is going to be quite long. Yes, it is indeed. Oh boy, I've totally underestimated how big it is. Whoa, look at that. There you go. One solar blanket. So there's probably quite a few watts here. I better read the spec sheet to find out. But this can be plugged in using the Anderson plug. I actually misunderstood what the Anderson plug was for, so that you can charge the system. So this can be propped up somewhere facing the sun and charge your portable power station. Now you do need to be a little bit gentle with these kind of folding solar panels, because they are actually crystalline and they're fairly robust in once they're folded up like this, but you don't want to walk on them, you don't want to bend them excessively. So let's have a look what's in here. Okay, so Anderson plug to connect to. So this is our charge controller. Now, it looks like we can use this in various ways. This solar blanket is actually a standalone product. You don't actually need to have the portable power station to use it. You can connect this to a battery system. So there's your Bulldog clip type connectors to connect it onto, say, your car battery if it needs recharging. The purpose of this device is to manage the charging so you don't overcharge the battery, but also the magic words MPPT. Now, something this small that's actually a maximum power point tracking charge controller is pretty impressive. Usually the small units are just PWM, pulse width modulated, but this will get the very most juice out of your solar panels by operating at its most efficient voltage and current. So MPPT is a step up from PWM. So really nice to see that. It's even got a 5-volt USB output on the front, and gives you some indicators of solar input load and what the state of charge of the battery is. I guess that's based on voltage. So it's got 6 terminals. It's got input for solar, connection to a battery. It's also got some load terminals here, so you can connect a load to this, and that would be, say, something like a light or some small load that can run directly off the solar, or if you have the battery connected, the battery plus the solar. So yeah, MPPT, really impressed. Hey, fun fact, it's actually an Australian invention. The maximum power point tracking charge controller, first commercially available ones were from Stuart Watkinson in 1983 from Queensland. So Stuart started a company that made the very first MPPTs. Now they're in every solar inverter and charge controller these days, or certainly the quality ones like this. But yeah, it's an Australian invention. Cool. Now I better find out how many watts this is. That's kind of a key number when you talk about solar panels. Let me get into it and find out. Well, this is a bit of a simulated setup that you might have camping. So you might have a 12 volt battery. This is actually a lithium ion battery from VoltX. So this is their 100 amp hour 12 volt. One of the cool things about a lithium ion battery is you can use basically 90% of its rated capacity. So you're getting a lot more energy out of this form factor than you would with, say, a lead acid batteries. It's also way lighter. Wouldn't be doing that with a lead acid battery. And you can charge it pretty quickly to its maximum rate. So that's cool. Now, we've put our solar blanket down. Imagine it's a sunny day here in my studio. I'll take the roof off, and we've got our charge controller. So we're going to plug, this is the solar panel output here. The solar panel output, it's important, it says in the instructions, not directly connect it to a battery. So even though it's possible with this connector, don't do that. The reason is, you've got no way of limiting the charge to the battery. Now, fortunately, a VoltX battery actually has inbuilt protection. You can even monitor it with a Bluetooth, with an app on your phone, but you shouldn't do that. In fact, if you had a lead acid battery, you would probably overcharge it, because these panels can put out 21 volts, whereas a lead acid battery doesn't want to go over about 14, so you'd cook your battery. That's what your maximum power point charge controller is for. So this device has got inputs for solar, so it's got a picture of a solar panel. We're going to plug our solar panel in with our Anderson connector, and then it's got a symbol for a battery. So we want to connect this to our battery, positive to positive, negative to negative. Plug our battery in, and bingo. Even under the studio lighting, we're actually getting a little bit of solar input. Well, let's call it light input. Yeah, and be able to charge this battery. Now, I could replace this battery with a portable power station. So let's try that. I'll disconnect the battery charging option. And let's get the portable power station. So here's our VoltX portable power station, and it's got a special little input. Where is it now? Somewhere here. Here it is for solar. So we'll better get the right cable. I like the fact that they've kind of made this a bit idiot-proof. The cable connectors have got different plugs and sockets for different purposes on them, and so the solar cable input, if I can undo the Velcro, has got this little plug, and it's a polarized plug, so I can only go in the right way, not that way, but that way. There you go. So we've got our polarized plug in, and this end goes to our solar, so we can connect it to the solar panel like this, and okay, there we go. We're actually, if we turn it on, I don't think we'll get any charge coming in in the studio, but there we are. We're actually charging from solar directly. So pretty cool. Let's turn that off. So that's the VoltX portable power station and solar blanket, providing all the power and renewable energy you might need when you're away from mains electricity. Pretty cool, eh? Anyway, check it.